Welcome everybody for today's Alpha SC2 Team League game, and we're here on King's Cove for the first map. And yeah, let's start by introducing teams and players. Right here we're in the bottom right hand corner, and the team is the Passion Mercs and the player is Keiras himself. And as you can see, you don't see any expansion for now, so yeah, gas and pool before hatch, which is going to be there right now. And then let's go over top left hand corner, his opponent representing Charge Gaming. Here we go with the Terran. It's ShimOon. And for him, it looks like he's at least going for the most standard thing. No shenanigans with links first or whatever. Maybe Keiras is just going for it because he wants to have speed a little bit earlier to be able to deal with the Reaper just a bit better. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, SUV is on the way over. Actually, my monitor keeps turning on and off. I hope that is actually just an issue for me. I hope that doesn't happen in between the game, actually. Wait. It's way too annoying. Okay, let's see. Okay, so the Reaper is out. We have a Marine already. And actually it keeps happening. I have no clue why that is the case, but it seems to be okay in the streaming software. So in theory, I could just watch the second monitor and cast from the preview screen of the game if the monitor turns off again. But yeah, let's hope for not that being the case. But actually it is more and more. Well, so that is pretty weird to do. And the big thing also is I don't know the reason for this. But yeah, I'll just try and do my best on the second screen with the OBS in-game thing. So let's take a look at this, because we have the Reaper going over. Yeah, as you can see, he's just trying to go for it. 0 kills and down it goes. And somehow I think this is a software issue, but let's see. Okay, the Zergling's actually catching these Hellions. That's pretty good for Keiras here. And he kind of forces the lift on the command center. Behind this we have the Banshee on the way for his opponent, and also we have Cloak coming up. Yeah, some more Hellions will be there as well. Yeah, but we have no third base yet for Keiras, so he's just going for a tier 2. He has 4 gases, which kind of smells like Miras, right? Yeah, well, also this command center is not going to land anywhere. At least not as long as there's a Zergling underneath it, and that problem is solved right now. Wow, okay, Cloak is about to finish. Where do we have the Banshee? There's the first one. Let's just follow this and see what it does. So yeah, it's getting in. But yeah, there's a Spore, so it's not going to be that hard to hold. But overall, let's see what it can do. Actually, it just turns back home. Just 1 kill there, and it's a Zergling, so not that big. Okay, Keiras with the third base for now. We have some Zerglings still checking for the third base for ShimOon, which actually is there. And yeah, what else do we have? Seems like some sort of mech. We have a lot of Widow Mines coming up. I guess if we see those, we might see some more, but also Tech Lab means, yeah, more so tanks, right? But yeah, Cyclones coming up here as well, and we had the Spire just finishing as we saw in the production tab. There it is, and we have the +1 flyer attacks on the way. Okay, Scout is real, we have the Zergling taken down, but this also kind of gives an intel that there will be something coming over to get the third. Yeah, Queens are there to defend against the Banshees, but will they get them? No, not a single one. But yeah, Banshees get the Scout on the third. And will he go for some creep then? I mean, what else is he going to do? Mutas are there, we have the Spore here, but yeah, Mutas are there, and at least one goes down. Yeah, we have the Scout of the Mutas, which is there, but what is there? We have some Widow Mines, which actually is kind of good against Mutas, as we all know. Yeah, Zerglings see that there's the third now. Let's see what the Mutas can do, because that's the more important thing. And yeah, some workers taken down. Oh, he doesn't want to go for more, he just wants to save the Mutas. I think that's always a good decision, and behind this we have 9 more workers on the way for Keiras. So he's droning up quite heavily while also going for the Binding Nest, and yeah, adding +1/+1, flyer attack's about to finish, and we have, as the Binding Nest finishes, we have the Binding speed upgrade coming up. So yeah, creep spread goes a little bit further for Keiras now. He was kind of slow, I feel, and then when he was taking the third base, he actually had the Queens over there, and now is just going for some good creep spread. ShimOon is using his barracks to go for some scouting. Okay, no Muta going down for now, I guess. No, all of them still alive, but a good number of Cyclones is there, so I actually think that this Muta harass, he should not build that much many more. That much more. Yeah, he should stop Muta production, I think. I mean, he's even going for +2 attack, which kind of indicates that he actually will go for more air units. But I'm not sure what this is all about. And if he actually will go for more Mutas or... yeah, what else? I mean, Corruptors against ground? Not the most intelligent idea, I guess. Okay, he's actually just scouting the base with it. That's a nice thought. Oh boy. That's the first connection here. And there's a second Widow Mine as well. And I think he just saw it with the Overseer. So therefore he's not going in then. Okay, he sees 2 Widow Mines there as well. Needs to be really careful here. 4th base by Keiras is finished in the meantime. And we have the 4th command center for ShimOon as well right there at the 3rd base, as you can see. I guess sooner or later there will be some Zerglings just knocking on this barracks here. But yeah, you have this and this location. So yeah, he will have quite a bit more time until he actually knocks on that door. So let's see. Oh boy. Will he get in? There's a lot of Banes preparing for pushing into this. Not sure what should be pushing in. I think a lot of Zerglings would be best. Just send in a lot of Zerglings. Maybe even go for some friendly fire. Oh boy, that's some good logons right there. Taking down some Mutas. Taking down the Overseer as well, which is quite important against the Widow Mines. And yeah, he does not get the Widow Mine connections actually. He just unborrows. And still the Widow Mines are active. So this is kind of good for ShimOon here. Oh boy. Those Widow Mines right there at the entrance, they look scary. And then we have a lot of Zerglings on the other side. So it seems like Keiras wants to push into this. He has +1/+1 finished. Also +2 flyer attacks about to finish. And he's going for 5 more Mutas that are just finishing. And he's starting Hive. So there's a lot of stuff coming in for Keiras. And it seems like ShimOon is just focusing on going for some good old mech stuff. That is the more defensive approach. Okay. So that's some Hellions there. We won't do a thing here. And yeah, Cyclones will just log on. And I think most of the time there will be a scan available, so they actually Will be Midas taken down. Oh boy, but there, oh boy, ShimOon is not looking for those. So he's losing 3 at least. That's an okay catch, but at the same time, let's take a look at the Hellions that are actually doing a good job because they killed 9 workers. Wasn't on screen, but yeah, you can see it on the left-hand side. So there's quite a good number of workers going down. ShimOon in the lead in terms of workers, and also in terms of army supply. His tech is kind of alright. I mean, he has +2/+2 on the way. And yeah, it's just going for a lot of mech, so Midas won't do that much more, that much longer. It's just a matter of time until we have everything shut down by them by just building more turrets, and then that's it. Okay, at least forces the Widow Mines. But yeah, it's not worth a thing if you trigger the Widow Mines and then you don't follow up with anything there. But yeah, in the meantime, we actually have the 2 bases at the bottom being taken by Keiras. So he's just going up with bases. Same thing is going on for ShimOon. Going for the 5th, going for the 6th already over here. Might be flown over then to the top right hand corner. Or not the top right hand corner, it's like the 1 o'clock position, let's say. And yeah, the creep spread goes a little bit slower, but I think he's just focusing on army movement, and that might be the case why, or that might be the reason why that's the case. That's the right way to put the sentence here, but oh boy, the Mina is actually getting some good, some hits that they don't want to take. And yeah, you see the edge of the creep, and the Terran just sieges forward from there. And where is he going to go? And also, what has Keiras to just win against this? There's some Infestors, there's Mutas, and there's Ling Baneling. But will this be enough? I kind of doubt that at the moment. I mean, even with +2, I can see him going... Oh, those are okay Baneling connections though, but it's mech. And it's Banelings into Thors, so it's actually not that hard to take for the Terran here. Also, tanks are in position now, so Banelings and also Zerglings will not do that much more. So yeah, this base not being mined from, this actually being mined from. I think this is kind of smart because yeah, it would be more logical to just go for an attack to this base. And if that happens, he can just fall back to this one and has mined from here already. On the other side, ShimOon is actually taking this one at the 6th base. Oh, let's take a look at this because yeah, this is evacuated. Okay, we have some units sent over to the top right, so there might be the plan of going for a sandwich here, but what's going on from the other side? There's some units over there. But yeah, sooner or later he needs to take into this because, yeah, mech, even on creep, yeah, you have the good movement, but other than that, tanks shoot pretty damn good. And it seems like Keiras doesn't really know where to go. It seems like he's waiting for the Brood Lords, but where are they? Okay, there they are. Let's see what they can do. Okay. Goes for 1 Thor that actually deals some damage to the units of ShimOon now, but oh, the Brood Lords, they are getting attacked. This doesn't look good. Yeah, and it seems like Keiras is going down now. Yeah, we have some neuroparasites going on, but I think that's going to be it, guys. Or is it? Actually, he just clears everything, but he has half the army supply. That's why I'm wondering here. I mean, he lost some more workers. He lost this base at the bottom as well. He still has this one though. Oh boy. I mean, I'm not even in Keiras' view, but I get the notification for all the neuroparasites. Is that some sort of a bug maybe? I don't... Oh wait. Oh wait. 31 kills? Did he just... I think he just killed like 3 or 4 infestors there. With the Widow Mine that was still laying down there. Okay, 2, 3 more command centers. And now let's see. I mean, ShimOon is going for good old Yamato Cannon. And yeah, the army is going over to the left, while ShimOon is just defending his, what is it, the 7th base? So he's sitting on 7 bases, kind of comfortable. He just took out those 2. Keiras is replacing them, obviously. Also, the creep has some sort of a hole in here. But yeah, let's see what's going on here. Broodlord's coming in. Yeah, the Corruptor didn't really do a thing there. But where is he going? Oh, all the Banes coming in. Going for the... Oh man, going for the mineral line. Yeah, okay, 14 kills at least. That's something to start with. But will it be enough? It's just 4 Broodlords on the way soon. And as you can see... Yeah, Thors actually deal a lot of damage to them. And so that is pretty hard to take. Liberators are there, so the ground units also become less powerful. Yeah, and he's trying to stutter step or fly. Is it stutter fly? With the Broodlords then, but it kind of works. Still, he's behind in terms of supply. As you can see, he's down by 40. He needed to replace those bases, and he just needs to think about what to build now. And what can it be? Vipers could be a thing. Infestors can be a thing as well, as we saw. Vipers, I mean, obviously just for parasitic bombing those liberators while being stacked. But also for abducts they would be nice. But there's no Viper on the field, not ever. So yeah, let's see how this game is going on. Oh, we have the... Oh boy! Oh, we have the vision. Oh, all the infestors go down for nothing. Keiras down to 48, now 61 army supply. He's evacuating the base on the left. So yeah, now he starts mining from over here, but double the army supply for ShimOon. That actually is pretty good for the Terran. He just goes in with all the liberation zones and nothing can actually deal with that one. So yeah, it looks like pretty good for ShimOon, and that's what Keiras thinks as well. GG has been called. Map 2 will be played on Cyber Forest. In the top left hand corner, the guy for the Passion Mercs. It is LadderManRon. Terran player over here, and this time not a Zerg on the other side, but a Protoss player, so TVP. In the bottom right for Charge Gaming, it is Hallo. And yeah, looks like no gateway expansion, but the more safer version with the Cyber Core before. And then the Nexus is thrown down. Oh, did he just lose his probe? Yes, he did. That doesn't happen all of the time. Kind of rare to see that. But yeah, you can see it's a Reaper expansion, standard thing here. Interested what Hallo is going to do with the Cyber Core before Hatchery. Is he actually going for... Is it just for defensive reasons? To maybe have the Stalker a bit earlier against the Reaper? Or does he want to go for any sort of fast tech? Okay, he's actually going for the Adept while I was talking about the Stalker being made. Okay. Still, the Reaper gets out alive. Okay. Okay. Yeah, instantly Starport. Do we have a Widow Mine here? So potential Widow Mine drop coming up. Or this is just one defensive thing against Oracles. But yeah, there will be no Oracles for now. There will be Twilight Council that is almost finishing, and it's scouted. Oh, can he get a probe? Oh, he actually gets a probe, but also gets surrounded. So I'm not sure if that actually was worth it, but yeah. Some scouting there. You at least note that there's no Starport coming up. And with the Stalker being there, yeah, there is a potential of kind of thinking about Blink coming up, which is actually the case. And this looks like... Yeah, it still looks like a drop somehow. With, what is it, two Widow Mines? And yeah, everything's been scouted. Hallo is right there on top of it with the Scouting Phoenix. I mean, he's microing it right now, so he knows what's going on. Sees the next barracks as well, so therefore has the intel that there will be bio. And yeah, that the Widow Mine drop will be there. So he's getting in position. Let's see where the drop actually heads into. Blink is not finished now, but yeah, as you see, he wants to finish that one. He's just going for good old Chrono Boost on that one. And yeah, the Widow Mine drop goes to the main base. While this is happening, we actually have the third base start by Hallo, the third Nexus on the right hand side. But yeah, let's see. Is he actually there? 2 Stalkers, yes. And he'll just pull everything. And he will be fine. Yeah, 1 Widow Mine going down. 2nd Widow Mine. Oh boy. I think that was kind of unintended, right? I mean, the probe should have been the bait, right? But the Stalker next to it shouldn't have gone down. Pretty sure that LadderManRon is happy about that catch. But yeah, I think Hallo can afford that. Let's see what LadderMan is going behind this. Raven coming up. Starport is switching over, going for the reactor then. So might be some more Medivacs. Potentially also Vikings, but I think Medivacs first. Until we potentially see something in the air. Or Colossus maybe. But then Stalkers are coming over. Blink is finished. And therefore, yeah. Let's see what he can do. There's 1 tank, so it will not be that much, to be honest. Okay. Yeah. Yep. And he actually loses a Stalker. That shouldn't happen as well. Okay, nice positioning of the Observer. Just getting a glimpse of what's going into his main base. Some more gateways. And we have the Overseer for the high ground vision on the other side, I guess. And then Zealot charge on the way. Oh, actually we have another Observer here already. But yeah, Sten. Hallo seems to just have the mind of going for macro now. I mean, his army isn't that big, to be honest. You can see the army supply is pretty much in favor of LadderMan. So he's just tacking up right now, and I think he should just go for the Templar's Archive, right? Because that might be the big thing that is going to save him sooner or later. But let's take a look at this fight already. Yeah, okay, he almost took down the tank, but he lost at least 2 Stalkers with this. Which actually is getting his position way weaker. Because every Stalker you have, you can actually deal damage with on the other side. That will be a good one. But being forced to go back home with 4 Stalkers against an army like this, and having no potential of harassing on the other side, this army is just marching over and taking the game here, if you're not very careful with it. And yeah, he can be happy that Concussive Shells is not finished yet, but you can see 1 Stalker just goes down for nothing. Observer goes down, and I think Hallo might be in a pretty damn hard spot to still stay in the game. +1 finishes right there, as you see, for the Terran. But he's not going for the straight way, he just wants to go for the 3rd base. Does he even know about it? Okay, he knows. He knows about the pile in the back, so maybe that's the reason why he's attacking into this place. But there's no storm. There's charge shots. Yeah, there's +1 about to finish. Okay, maybe LadderMan can't really push up this. So maybe he's fine with this position. I mean, Hallo is fine with the position. And LadderMan is just kind of trying to poke in every now and then. Oh, that's a very big one. Oh, let's see if that is going to go for it. Tanks getting some okay shots there. Force fields are okay as well. LadderMan can't really approach up the hill. But yeah, the anti-armor missiles really do a good job here. But the bio is melting, which helps a lot for Hallo to defend here. Yeah, left hand side, we have the 3rd base for LadderManRon being flown over. So he kind of equaled out the base count, just took down some units. But at the same time, he lost quite a few. And the difference in army supply kind of, didn't change. But now we have +1/+1 finished for the Protoss player. Oh, we don't want to run into this location. Not against concussive shells. Okay, Widowmine's borrowing. Oh boy. All the Stalkers, all the Zealots just disappear. One Immortal going down, and we have concussive shells taking on the second one as well. I think Hallo was just overstepping his abilities here. His army isn't that good against what this opponent has. Obviously, with all the concussive shells, the Stalkers become way weaker. Zealots get a little bit slower. Immortals can be taken down easy peasy on the run back home. And I think we're going to see a drop into the main. And that might actually be the final blow. Because yeah, the army is going over. But if the tanks are sieged, do you really want to engage into this? Widowmine's being borrowed, but we have the Observer. Oh, nice usage of the Raven, actually sacrificing it somehow, but taking out the Observer is a good one as well. So let's see what else he can do. The Stalkers can actually blink forward, and they're going for the Medivacs. Oh boy, he's actually going for it, and he can defend right there. Hallo still down like almost 30 supply, 23 now. He's about to finish +2/+2 upgrades though, so that is kind of good for him. And he has the War Prism on the other side, so let's see what that can actually do. The +2/+2 upgrades for LadderManRon will take a little bit longer. And finally Storm is being researched, so that will actually be something here. Hallo also taking the 4th base right there, while LadderMan is doing the same on the other side. But let's see what the Zealot drop can do. Actually forces the army to go back. And yeah, we have a small hit squad coming in. It will go to the main base. This can be a good catch. If Hallo is on point, oh, the Stalkers actually will do it themselves. So yeah, now just blink the units back. If you even have to, you can just go for the defense over here as well. So 6 workers taken down, but 2 full Medivacs also taken down for LadderMan. And army supply equaled out. +2/+2 was finished for the Protoss. Storm finishing right there. And we have the first ghost, I think it is. Or yeah, it's the first ghost on the production tab. And now let's see if Hallo actually will go for this one more time. Will he get out with the War Prism though? I don't think so. Oh, will this be bait? Oh, he's baiting them in. Oh, going for the Medivac. Good catch. Oh, but I mean, Stalkers aren't the most important unit, but they actually need to be there. His army isn't big enough to actually sacrifice units. At least if it's a bad trade, and that actually was one. Just going forward with the Stalkers is kind of dangerous every time. Okay, Liberator goes in. That might be a good one. 4, 5. Okay, 5 is a good number, I think. And he forces the army to go back home. That's also good. So 4th bases are starting to mine, let's say. This probe doesn't really want to, but sooner or later it has to. Okay, so what's going to be the army composition? We have +3 armor on the way, and this time it's actually LadderManRon taking the +3 upgrades earlier than his opponent. But yeah, another drop in the main base. EMPs raining down, but let's take a look at this fight actually, because oh, the Protoss is just running. We have Hallo just going backwards. No storms coming in. Oh, we have the Ghost. Nice EMP there by the Ghost, but still we had the Templars right there. And with the Templars being on air, it's always difficult to fight as a Terran. Maybe the Ghost will be the saving grace to just go for the EMP against the Templars. The Templars actually are not with the fight here, as you can see. So he's just moving forward with the Templars. They were left behind. So no more storms next to the army. And therefore I think that might actually be the reason why he was disengaging there. He could have pushed into this. There's no tanks. So there actually was a big chance of getting in with a lot of stuff. Okay, so he wants to go down. Nice pre-split on the Templars actually. Okay, 1 EMP, 2 EMPs, but still there are storms in the back. Oh, you don't want to waste them though. Okay, so LadderMan under pressure. Where can he go from here? There's a lot of storms available. But how many EMPs do we have for the Terran here? And where does Hallo want to go in and attack? Okay. Ghosts making their way forward to the back of the army. And Hallo's just going back. He's going for double Colossus production and extended thermal lens. And I guess, yeah, he's just going over to the left. So maybe he wants to attack into the third base location then. Okay. Let's see. He's going up the hill. Where's the Templars? We have 3 Templars in the back, but the ghosts are there. Oh, nice EMPs. The ghosts just take down all the energy, and now this is a pretty bad position for Hallo to be in. Oh, you can see all these bio units just trying to approach all the units, and we have the Colossus being there, and if they can get concussive shells on them, that's a good position for LadderManRon, and you can see it's just that stepping forward. All the Marauders just take down so much stuff of the Protoss, and that's what's happening if you get all your Templars denied. But yeah, LadderMan has an army that is down to half the health points, so he doesn't really force a fight with that. Hallo, in the meantime, going for the 5th base. Oh, yeah, it's the 5th. Okay. Oh, the drop though. Down it goes. And the army is actually being showed on the right hand side, so this should trigger. Okay, he actually goes in with the Zealots. I like that decision to go back with half of the army, and the Zealots just going for workers then. I think that's a good move. Or, wait, what? They're not going for the oh, what are they doing? They didn't kill a single worker then? Oh man, I think Hallo might have just messed up the waypoints there. I think this was a very good position to get some worker kills with the Zealots by just moving in, and you can see he's just losing his expansion, easy as it is. He's just stepping into liberation zones with no need to do so. Nice EMP going down, hitting a lot of the stalkers. So I wouldn't be surprised to have another Nexus going down on the left hand side, or at the bottom center, let's say. Because yeah, he needs the base. Hallo down like 40 army supply, has +3 armor. His opponent though has +3/+3 finished. He's not caring about the Widow Mines, he just goes in and doesn't blink away. Liberation zones being there, and the Liberators just force the units to get away from the army. And he actually takes down units because Hallo is just moving back and forth here. Some more Liberators just joined the army, so there will be good repositioning. Oh boy, do you really want to go into this? Nice blink to the top side. Hallo sacrificing some Stalkers, but will it be okay to do so? There's a lot of Liberators and all the units in the... Oh, the Colossus. They shouldn't be standing there. They get so much damage. And now we have all the Terrans still on the left hand side, and Hallo is GGing this game. LadderManRon equals out to the series. For the 3rd map in this clan war, we find ourselves on Thunderbird, and in the top left hand corner we have the Passion Mercs player. It is Lumpas. And yeah, it's a ZVZ as I said, so Zerg number 1 right here, Zerg number 2, bottom right hand corner, representing Charge Gaming. Here we go with Celtic. And in terms of the build order, Lumpas was going for the more aggressive thing, or the more, what do I say? The more, what's the word for it? The more, if you're more afraid. Anxious? I mean, if you're afraid of having some early Zerglings coming to you, maybe you're going for early pull as well. But yeah, let's see. He's not really going for anything big, so maybe this was more of a defensive move. Or a safety move, let's say. And he's just sending over 2 Zerglings to see what's going on. But yeah, Celtic is just going for the safe thing as well. Was going for the expansion earlier. And everything will be pretty much equal out after speed has finished. Yeah, queen comes out. Second queen. Come on, do you help? Come on, can you get this? Oh boy, doesn't get the second Zergling. But yeah, we'll be alright, I guess. And Lumpas going for some additional workers already. And yeah, with the queens there, I think he's fine to do so. Both players going for the Binding Nest. So that is not going to be that big of a difference. Also, speed is kind of finishing at the same time. So yeah, it will just be scouting here, I guess. We'll be trying to go to the main. But will he get something done here? Okay. Oh. I think he didn't... Did he see this? Okay, he saw it before already. So yeah, both players know what's going on. I mean, they have Zerglings just running around and Overlords are all over the place as well. So it will be Zerglings and Banelings for both of them. But Celtic, sneaky peeky, going for the third base already. But let's see if he can actually hold. Spine, Evo Chamber, some Banes. And there's a lot of Banes coming in for Lumpas. Maybe this might be the overwhelming blow that he needs. Oh, the Banelings. There's no Baning speed. Oh boy. Good trades here. Very good trades for Celtic. He might be losing his queen. No, the Banelings actually saved this one. But the trades and the Baning trades for Celtic were so incredibly good. I think he just traded like 3 for 8 or 9. This was such a good move by Celtic, just going for these units then. Oh, should be careful with the Banelings hatching there, yeah. And yeah, Lumpas knows about the third base, which means that he's essentially now going for the third, or he's all-inning this. Oh, transfuse on a Baneling. Haven't seen that in a while, but good move here to save it. Oh, that wasn't the best Baneling connection though. And as you can see, you don't see a base. So, I guess it should be... Oh, actually... Okay, he's going for 3 gases, tier 2. Is he taking a 4th gas and goes for Mutas? Or will this be... Oh, the Bane, yeah. Or is he just going for a Nidus, potentially? No, now he's taking the 3rd, which feels pretty late, to be honest. And he's going for the safety spine already. And I think Celtic is just laying back now. Feels good. He defended this push while taking the 3rd, which is finished. He's going up in terms of worker count by 11 in just a bit. And now we have the Spire coming up as well, or starting for Lumpas. Okay. So I think we have the Roachborn. Yeah, there it is for Celtic. But he's not building any units yet. Tier 2 is on the way. But what is he going to do? Okay. Yeah, so the defense is pretty good here for Celtic. I mean, he doesn't need to fear anything. Oh, the Baneling though. Oh, the Baneling. Oh, the Baneling. Okay, there the bait was real and Lumpas got it. So Celtic was just running behind them and now he has no more Zergling, or almost no Zerglings available. But I think the Queens and Banes will be enough to hold. I mean, going up a ramp against Banelings, I think you all know that it's not going to be that good of a deal. I also like the Zerglings going over here to see if the mines were taken in and also the mining was taken out with workers, so there's no counter aggression going on then. Okay. Nidus for Celtic. Mutas being revealed by that though. So yeah, the Nidus won't go up and I think we're going to see some spores in just a bit. Another Nidus over there. I mean, he can just build Niduses all over the place, which would prevent the Mutas from going across the map. But I think going for some spores might be more cost efficient, right? And he's actually not going for any spores at all. He's just going for Hydra then. And the mutas are not making their way across the map, which is... Okay, I think he just wanted to clear the overlords. Another seer is on the way though. So the potential threat of Niduses is still there, or will be there again in just a bit. Queens take down an overlord. Knight is going down at top center. Oh, the overlords are not being taken care of though. That's... I think Celtic could have dealt with them. Okay, Knight is coming over. Do we see some drones to just get those? Okay, nice move here. But he actually has only roaches. So the mutas will be dealing damage, a lot of damage to this. But yeah, as we all know, it's not the most efficient thing. The Knight is on the other side was taken down. And yeah, now we have the surround with the Zerglings, and I think Celtic, yeah, this might not be the ideal attack, but I think it might also just be buying time until we have Hydras out. Also, he's going for 9 more workers, which puts him up to 66, I think. 66, 76, obviously. Math on stream. Good thing to do, I know. Okay, roaches are there. Oh, let's see what the Banes can do. They can't reach the Zerglings though. Okay, but now mutas are just way too powerful. We have some spores there, but the queens are taken down, and I think the spores might not be that big. Yeah, he's going to take down a queen. One more queen. Second queen. Yeah, 2 spores actually are pretty hard to take, but he's actually going for it. Yeah, there's nothing to repair, but we have the Hydras coming in. Takes down 1 spore, but I think this was pretty expensive. I would have liked to see something else. Like, I mean, just send over 2 workers to take down the mineral fields. To have the potential for run-bys and Zerglings, right? Also, didn't we see... Oh no, we didn't. I was thinking about the Nidus for Lumpas, but it was just Celtic building one. Yeah. Lurker Den is about to finish. Hive as well. We have more roaches on the way. And the mutas actually aren't doing that much. I mean, he could just fly into the back here. There's 1 spore now, but there wasn't for a long time. And yeah, Hydras are pretty good. The number of Hydras also is nice. I mean, it's not too many, but enough to deal with everything, I guess. But not if you're not moving them, right? If they just stand still, they're not doing a thing. So he's splitting them up pretty nicely to the 3rd base and the main. So this forces the mutas to go away. But 10 workers went down in the meantime. And yeah, this isn't really good. I think this is... I mean, Celtic is up in terms of supply. He has +2 attack, which also is good. And also he's going for 14 more Hydras. So let's see how this next attack is going to look like. But the mutas will remain a threat. Okay, 6 more lurkers. Okay. Another Nidus for Celtic. Which is not scouted yet. Okay. Okay, mutas instantly fly back. Now we have the Hydras with the army, which is a pretty scary push, to be honest. Because the mutas can't really take out anything that easily. And now the mineral fields actually have a big deal here, or are a big deal. Both players are on full bases, and the army composition I think is better for Seltic at the moment. The problem is he needs to get across the map. And is he going to lose this one? Yes, I think so. So everything is just in the Nidus. Or it was just dropped. Never mind. Okay, actually +3. Let's check upgrades. +3, +2, +1. Okay. Oh, the banelings though. Not the best connections, but okay. More than I would have expected. Bile's doing quite a good thing. And another base being taken for Lumpas on the top. I'm actually... Why? I'm always wondering why people go for the base while not taking down the mineral fields. But yeah. This one goes down as you see, so he needs another base, so maybe that was the one to take. Let's see if he can actually do something else. The Hydra's really doing a good job against the Midas, and it seems like Lumpas is losing left and right. He's just going, stepping backwards. Yeah, we have some overseers, and he's trying to deal with the lurkers in the back, but is this going to be enough? The banelings coming in, but exploding into just a very few number of roaches, and it looks like Celtic just did it. GG called by Lumpas, and Charge Gaming gets the lead right here. Game 4 is on, guys. We're in Keiras Junction, and in the top left hand corner, I think I always started with the Passion Mercs guy this day, but yeah, here we go with Freizy. Going for the double gateway into Cybercore, surprise, surprise. Same thing happens for the Protoss on the other side, and here we go. This is for Charge Gaming, Jackal. Okay, so that's it actually for the intros, and now it's just time to see which tech paths both players will take and when expansions will come down. Yeah, it actually... I wasn't talking about him needing to have games. Just the MMR, if you just click on the on his profile on the page, the MMR isn't shown because he doesn't have enough games. There was no connection to any rules at all. Not sure what you intend by saying that, I mean. So, double Stalker against Stalker and Sentry. That's the first choices over there. Both players going for the pylon on the low ground, so kind of aiming for some sort of expansion here. This looks like maybe a sneaky pylon, or maybe he just wants to go back in later for another scout. Yeah, okay, Stalker's approach. And is he going for the pylon here? Or does he want... Oh, he wants to take the first shot with the... Okay. Yeah, it was thought out well, but yeah, with more units right here to defend for Jackal, that's not happening. So yeah. Also, shield battery on the low ground, while on the other side, yeah, Nexus was going down as well. Foliage is up here, while we have the tech choice with the Robo for Jackal already. And by just taking a look at what is happening for both players, I like that tech choice already, because Stalkers are... Oh boy! Oh, another force field! That's a pity for Jackal here. Could have taken 2 Stalkers. But yeah, I think he's fine by just defending here. Shield battery still has a lot of energy available. Transferring over some workers, first War Prism on the way. And Forge finishing as well. We also have the Robo on the other side, +1 already started. So in that regard, Freizy is a little bit ahead. Okay, what prism going over actually? This is finishing. Shades are... yeah, they're not going to get in, I guess. Nope. Okay, let's adapt weapons over here. First immortal, sorry, first immortal out, second one instantly on the way. Nice scout for Freizy, actually goes for 2 Phoenix. Maybe he was afraid to have too much anti-air to actually get them. Oh, one of the adepts going down. But the other one is going to finish. Yes, it will. And we'll take down 1, 2 workers. Ah, okay. Not the best, not the worst. In this stage of the game, I think you can afford losing 1 adept. Yeah. Immortal count 2 over 1. +1 upgrades just finished. So, in theory, both players more or less go for the same thing. You have some... yeah, you have Jackal ahead in one thing, that is Immortals. And, for example, in terms of tech, we have Freizy a little bit ahead. So it's a little bit of a back and forth, and everything might be dealt with quite nicely. So I think the third base might be the next move for both players. For me, it doesn't look like any of those is actually going for a big attack now. And as I say this, we have 6 gateways coming up. But I could also imagine that he's just going for some pressure on the other side, while then dropping the Nexus behind this. That is, yeah, kind of usual to do so. Yeah, there's the Nexus, but he's not moving out as I expected him to do. Oh, but he's actually going for some workers here in the back. Kills 4 workers, and I think it was 2 adepts, yeah. And Immortal drop into the main. Okay. Okay. He's going for the War Prison. Oh, he gets the... wait, what? I think this was a little bit sloppy by Jackal. Just losing the War Prison, not moving it away. And also, yeah, with the same move, he sacrificed the Immortals. Yeah. I don't agree with that move. Maybe he was just macroing right that second, but it would be very weird if you just unload your Immortals and then go macro that much. But yeah, you can see third base started on the left, third base about to finish on the right. And it seems like Freizy is going for the attack now. 3 Archons, 2 Immortals. Okay. The Zealots will be taken out easy peasy. But this also tells Jackal where his opponent is at the moment, so he can position his army and will be prepared. Army supply isn't that far ahead for Freizy, so he's not going to win this. I actually like those Archons. Those hallucinated Archons, at least soaking some damage. That's pretty nice. And some more hallucinated Archons coming in. And he's actually microing all of them. But will it be enough? I don't think so. The shield battery is doing a good job, but let's see. Freizy is actually getting some good micros here with the Immortals. Now we have the reinforcements coming in for Jackal. But yeah, looks like he needs to go back home. He's not even taking back the workers, not all of them. A lot of workers taken down over here though. So third base going down, but this one is not going to fall. So Jackal, yeah, in terms of worker kills, he was doing a good trade here. But he lost his expansion, which kind of, yeah, makes it the worst one. And also, I mean, Freizy has the third base now. He also has +3 on the way. Freizy fighting here, I'm not sure if I can agree. Because Jackal looks like he's fine with what he has and he can just take over everything here. Which actually puts the base of Freizy in danger by just Jackal going for a counter aggression. Or is he going to retake the base? That's the question now. Retaking the base or going for the push to take out the opponent's third? And it seems like the push will be the case. Yeah, and more weapons. I'm actually wondering that he's warping in over here instead of flying to the top and warping in then. And yeah, we don't see another base. Seems like Jackal wants to know if he can get through here. A nice observer placement. He sees everything that is there to see. He knows where the army is and he might have the right move to get in. Yeah, he knows. And now he goes in, so he gets himself into a good position. So yeah, now you can just send some stuff into the second base. I really like that one. Nice hold position as well. Yeah, also Freizy going for a good move. Transferring over some Archons with the War Prism, I like that. And yeah, the more units he's going to sacrifice over to that position. Yeah, now we see Freizy going in to get all these units, but will it be enough? We have good Archons at the front, so they're doing pretty nicely with the Zealots, but we have another wave of Zealots coming in from the left hand side. Still, we have some Archons available. The models are being taken down though, and it seems like Jackal is going to lose all of his stuff. And the GG comes out of the Charge Gaming player, which means that Freizy is going to take the game and forces the ace match. The ace match is on, guys. We're here on Toba Cruise to see who's going to win this clan war in the bottom left hand corner. And again, I'm going to start with the Passion Mercs player. It worked out 2 of the 4 times until now. Let's see how this is going to go on. Passion Mercs, LadderManRon. Going to start, yeah, what looks like at least just 1 barracks. And yeah, let's go over to the top right. Here we go with the Charge Gaming player. And this is going to be ShimOon. And yeah, I mean it's TVT, so I guess we're going to see quite a bit of the same thing for a bit. And as I say this, we actually don't. I mean, at least we have the Reaper being put in for ShimOon and the Reaper a little bit later for LadderMan. Just the prioritization of going for the factory first or the Reaper first. But yeah, mostly in TVT. I hope players don't prove me wrong there in just a second. The Reapers mostly just scout for, yeah, the areas close to their base, and then mostly they stay at home to maybe take out the opponent's Reaper, and then that's it. So yeah, you see he's not even scouting, he's just staying here, waits for LadderMan's Reaper, and on the other side same thing happens there as well. So and there we go, expansion. I guess ShimOon's worker is there as well, and yes it is. Expansion on the way here as well. Looks like standard TVT here. Oh, they're going in and they're going out. Like, okay, you see the opponent and you're instantly going out of the slow fields. That's it, guys. Okay, starport is on the way for both players. But will it be a Banshee? Oh, Donia. Thanks for the follow, man. So, Raven first. On the other side. Yeah, come on. Show. Give it to me. Yeah, another Raven. Yeah, both players taking the more defensive approach. They're not really going for any big harassment. We had LadderMan trying to go over, and yeah, he was just getting into the slow field, sees there are units, and he's just leaving again, so that's easy. Hello, Mr. De Burning. How are you, fine sir? And oh boy, we actually find a gap here, so LadderManRon gets in and gets a worker with the Reaper, as well as the Scout, obviously. Loses the Reaper though, but I think for the Scout and also taking a worker, that's pretty good. That doesn't happen all of the time, and at home he has enough units to defend. This Reaper is not going to be the deciding factor in anything of the game, I think. And if so, then it's more likely that it was game deciding to take down the worker and get the scouting than actually it would kill units in a fight. But yeah, on the other side you can see ShimOon going on with the Reaper as well. And yeah, one worker down as well. Delays the command center for just a bit by killing the worker. But then again, scouting very important. Third command center being scouted by ShimOon. So is he now going for the push? Or will he start the third command center of his own? He's actually sieging back at home. I'm not really sure about that. Okay, going to start building the command center on the low ground, so it will be there instantly. Okay, +1 attack and stim on the way for LadderMan. On the other side, no upgrades at all. Okay, we actually have 3 Ravens and 2 on the other side, so that's kind of okay. What do we see? Auto turrets though? Or anti-armor missiles? Anything? Okay, there's a Hellion run by coming in. Oh, sneaky peeky, the units do not react. So let's see, can he get, what is it, a few more workers? Yes, he can get 2. But let's also have this one in mind. And yeah, 5 workers with 2 Hellions, 5 worker kills at this stage. Even getting more? No, it stays at 5, but that was a pretty good catch here, pretty good run by LadderMan. And the Vikings though are pretty good for him as well. Oh, and he's also flying through the slow fields. I'm not sure. Okay, so yeah, not sure why he was landing the Vikings actually. Yeah, they were attacked by the Marines, but I think taking down, or potentially taking down Ravens always is a good thing to kind of sacrifice 1 or 2 Vikings. Yeah, scan goes down, so LadderMan knows about the third. Same thing is the case on the other side though.
Add-on complete.
Well then, in a stage where players get their armies up again, +1 armor on the way, and now we have finally have stim finishing for ShimOon, so he's kind of behind in that regard. He also has less workers and less army. So yeah. Let's see how this goes on. Workers, no, Marines it is. Cyclone over here actually is not taking down the Raven. Okay, second engineering bay has finished and he starts +2 attack immediately. Yeah, Vikings coming out. Let's take a look at the Viking number, which is 6 against 6 at the moment. and it will be more for ShimOon. So he wants to have the ass a priority, while LadderManRon is actually the one moving out now, scouted by the Marines. Yeah, having those out on the map is pretty good. You can just know where your opponent is for a very low price. Oh, but can you get in? The Viking number is better for ShimOon, but yeah, the Matrix actually does a good job. We have all the tanks being sieged, and the Vikings are in the air, so they can just take down everything. But on the ground, would it be enough? Oh boy. Can he just go forward? No, he does not. So LadderManRon decides to go back home. Yeah, some Marines will be dealing damage, but oh, he actually lands the Vikings and all the tanks go down. That is a very good move by ShimOon here, using the Vikings' ability to land and take down 4 tanks. Pretty good. Yeah, in the meantime, LadderMan was going for a 4th base. We have a command center on the way for ShimOon as well. But let's see if he can get to use this. LadderMan is still in the supply lead, so he really did a good takedown of units by just landing the Vikings in the middle of the map. But now, yeah, still, we have LadderMan in a defensive position with tanks being available. And he's just going forward. Yep, he's sieging the tanks. Here we go, some tanks on the low ground as well, so the high ground vision is there, but it's not going to be enough. The tanks will be down, medics go down as well. LadderMan lost 4 workers and obviously some stuff of his army, but his army count looks pretty healthy here with 83 over 49. Worker count is a little bit behind. Sorry, but still, LadderMan has 4 bases. Main bases might be getting close to mined out. Yeah, you can see some mineral patches down already. Oh boy, another good catch here. LadderMan takes down more of the army of ShimOon, and this is a very, very good catch. This base will be looking for a good pressure in just a bit. Yeah, I mean, ShimOon will be in position, but how many ravens do we have? Just 1 raven for LadderMan. So there is a good chance that he's not going to attack into this because he does not have enough matrices. But there's a second squad going over to the 3rd base. Oh, he wants to know. And at the same time, top left hand corner, or top left hand side of the map. And just, it's just not finished, guys. The command center is just not finished. All the workers go down, the command center will go down as well. Now we have the army coming over, but will this be a save? He's kind of saving it, but at the same time, yeah, you have the army moving into the 3rd base location. Tanks are sieged, and it looks pretty damn good for LadderMan here. Take down the command center. Oh boy. Yeah, maybe he could repair, but still, the positioning is very strong for LadderManRon. He was taking down quite a few workers, 27 as you can see. His army count still is in a good position, and he denies mining from this 3rd base. And now Vikings start stepping forward. But where is he going to go? Just going forward with the Marines? I think that's not the best choice to do. Oh, he's going to drop into the main? The tank's still there and he's dropping into the main. Wow, so he's kind of sacrificing the tanks actually, but as a trade, he's just going for some production facility of his opponent, I guess. So that might be alright. And the tanks actually are still there. They're kind of trading, but let's see what the main base units are doing. Okay, will he get out of there though? I think with the Vikings, okay, takes down a Raven, takes down the 2nd Raven as well. Very good catches here by LadderManRon. I mean, he's sacrificing this army, he's already rebuilding some more, and he's going in with some more tanks over here on the left hand side. Liberators are in position to siege those though. And then again, let's see how much more will be there. 1 Liberator going down, the Marines trying to do their best. And LadderManRon, in the end of this fight, it's 62 over 23 army supply. While we have a 5th base on the left hand side going up for the Green Terran. And yeah, ShimOon he was replacing the worker count pretty nicely. He's up to 69, 70 now again. Upgrades look kind of okay. Both players are at 2-2 at the moment. While we have ShimOon already going for the 3rd. Attack upgrade. LadderMan though is going for attack and armor upgrade here. And Yeah, he's also going for +2 vehicle weapons. So yeah, let's see what ShimOon can do with some harassment with the Liberators. This one over there, this one over there. 4 workers going down there, nothing going down here. Vikings will be there to deal with it. And now let's take a look at these tanks, because oh boy, this is going to take a lot of damage. Yeah, and he's doing a good job focusing the workers. That's working out pretty nicely. Yeah, we have this Marine stemming forward, and he's stepping to take out the tanks. The Marines are in a pretty bad spot. We also have the command center taken down, and I think that might be it already right here. GG! Called by ShimOon. And therefore, LadderManRon takes the game and the 3-2 victory for the Passion Mercs.